What's going on, guys? Arid Lords here. I didn't expect to make any videos today, but saw this in my news feed. As always, shout out to Jeff, Walking Dead World. I got two pieces of information for you, and the second one is not the one that I wanted to hear. The first piece of information is that The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Season 8 is going to be concluding this year. Season 8 is the final season. I think this makes sense. If it went on any longer, I think they just would have lost interest. With the main show done, this is, you got one more stretch. A lot of your fans have probably left the show in the universe because the main show is over. So wrap up Fear the Walking Dead and have that be that. Okay? So as you guys know, I don't really follow Fear the Walking Dead. When it first came out, I followed it. I did review vlogs for the entire first season when it came out in 2015, the first 6 episodes. And then, when they went on the boat in season 2, I couldn't get into it. And then when Morgan came into the show, I watched season 4, and it was okay. I didn't really understand where it was going. Then I did review vlogs for season 5, and the first half of season 5 was so terrible, so underwhelming, and so pointless that I just didn't continue with the show at all. Didn't continue with an ounce of anything for it. So I know that it's improved. I have heard that season 6 is pretty good. Season 7, I guess, was kind of weird because they made the guy Strand like the villain or something. And I do know that Madison is back because I did watch those first 6 episodes of season 1. So Madison is back in the show, and now she's going to be there for one final season with Morgan. And however the hell it's going to conclude, I don't know. I mean, what's the conclusion of that show? I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out next year. That's not nearly as big for me. And sorry about the echo. I'm in a much larger space today. So I guess I'll test out how this sounds in ambient mode. But the main news, and the reason why you see like stupid advertisements here, is because according to Collider, the Rick and Michonne show is delayed. The company revealed that they aim at a 2024 premiere for the highly anticipated spin-off series. Man, oh man. Well, Rick has been with fans since the first season. Michonne was only introduced over season 2, blah, blah, blah. Since the untitled spinoff didn't start shooting yet, there's limited information. We know that Gimple is the beloved showrunner. So I got this from Collider. Really not much information. It's just, my reaction is Rick right here, just staring up in disbelief. I hate that they delayed this, man. I'm so disappointed that this got delayed. I was really hoping that 2023 was going to be the year of the spinoffs. Like, I thought that this was going to be the way that The Walking Dead was going to try to stay relevant. That they were going to have, you're going to have Fear the Walking Dead, the final seasons, and then you were going to have the Negan Maggie show, and then you were going to have the Daryl spinoff, and then you were going to have the Rick like, I thought that it was just going to be, Walking Dead galore to prove to everyone that there is still so much with this series that we need to explore, and that in reality, the series finale of the main show really was not a series finale at all, and that it was just a temporary pause in our story, and that we will be exploring the continuation of our story in many different ways, shapes, and forms. The Negan, Maggie, Daryl, and Rick shows all take place after the main show. So they're all essentially sequels. They're all essentially additional seasons, season 12, 13, whatever, of the main show. And then Fear the Walking Dead is maybe in the same timeline. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to cross it over. I would like to see Morgan see Rick one more time. The final send-off that they had was at the junkyard where Morgan was just kind of staying. Rick had like a weird, he appeared in Fear the Walking Dead, because they literally took footage from The Walking Dead and put it in the premiere of Fear the Walking Dead to show Morgan, to show him leaving and going into the Fear universe. It was very, very bizarre. I remember when I watched that, because like, again, that was like my selling point for starting to watch Fear again. I was like, oh, like they brought Morgan into the show, and now he's kind of our secondary protagonist along with Alicia. And then Madison was also in the show at that point. So I would like Morgan to see Rick one more time. I imagine the CRM is going to be involved in some way, shape, or form, but there is like another conflict. Like I know Madison is bringing Morgan to some group that like Padre or whatever the heck. I did look up information on that finale when her episode back into the show. So they've got their own group and stuff that they're doing. You know, the CRM is not going to be the focus until the Rick and Michonne show, which is now delayed an entire freaking year. So that's just fantastic and frustrating all at the same time. I mean, I've been giving you guys all of the news about the filming. Like there was the photo with the actors. Gimple was there. They started filming technically already because it was supposed to be January 6th. They're on site. They're filming. I don't know why like they anticipate, you know, because for the main Walking Dead show, they film that like over a summer and then like wrap up the production and have it ready for the fall. Like, remember the usual cycle for The Walking Dead where, you know, we would have our big cliffhanger in the spring, and then the summer we'd get the trailer, and they'd be filming, and they'd be filming, and they'd be filming, and then they'd be filming some more into the fall. Well, actually, I guess, I mean, if they're starting filming now, but like they only have 6 episodes, so I really don't know. And this it also just further dashes my hopes of there being multiple seasons of this, because, you know, like as Andrew Lincoln gets older, like he's gonna, you know, want to eventually be done with Rick Grimes and move on to other stuff, maybe stuff that's more befitting of his age, instead of running around shooting zombies and, you know, attacking, you know, large post-apocalyptic groups. So, you know, I mean, that's up to, you know, he's had a pretty good break from the show these past couple of years since leaving since leaving in 2018. So who knows? Maybe he wants to get back into it. But I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. And there's not even really, they didn't even say why this was happening. They just said like, oh yeah, like AMC just anticipates. Now, maybe the only thing I can predict is they don't want people's attention diverted. So maybe because the second half of season 8 of Fear the Walking Dead, and it's going to conclude Fear the Walking Dead, their series finale is going to be next fall. So last fall, we got the Walking Dead series finale. Now this fall, we get Fear the Walking Dead season finale. So they probably want everyone to be focused on that. And they know that the Rick and Michonne show is such a draw. So they're like, let's make that like in its own contained thing in a certain season, whether it's spring, summer, or fall of 2024. Let's contain it to that year or season. And so nothing can impact it. You know, it's the premier thing that we're going to kind of hold in our back pocket. You know, and it's stupid because it's kind of a cop-out, right? You know, if any of these shows flop, they can just be like, oh, but everyone wants to see Rick, so wait until 2024 and you'll get all your great AMC ratings. So, I really don't know. I don't know. I'm disappointed by this news. I was really hoping that this fall we would get the show. Maybe this year at Comic-Con we'll get a trailer. I would hope at the very least we'd get a freaking trailer just to see some footage and a hint of what we're going to get. All we have right now is the shots of Rick from the finale, which one of them I have right here, where they call him Cosine Grimes, and he's killing the walkers with that pike that one of the kids from World Beyond was using, and he's got the CRM prisoner jacket. So there's not much to go off of here at all. So if they could just give people like better teasers. I've also seen, and I'm going to use it as the thumbnail, people keep calling it Walking Dead Summit. That's not the name. Like, I know some people are like, is that the name of the spinoff? It's still an untitled spinoff, mind you. There's been a lot of fan art circulating around of this Walking Dead summit, and it's really, really good fan art. I'm actually going to make the thumbnail of this video one of those pieces of fan art. They're really, really good, really skilled. I mean, I haven't seen this level of, you know, artistic talent since, oh man, what was her name? I interviewed her, actually. She was an Australian designer. I don't know if she still has her page anymore. She used to have an Instagram page where she would do all sorts of inventive artwork with The Walking Dead. She actually requested that I pause and unlist the video because it showed her face, like it was a face-to-face video interview. And up until that point, she, like, no one knew what she looked like because she was just uploading the art, and it was just the art. So I put that video up and kind of publicized her appearance. And she was fine with it at first, but then wanted it taken down. But she was super gracious, super sweet. And I'm sorry that I'm blanking on the name, because it was, so I was like, what, I think 2019, early 2019 that I did that interview. And then I kept in touch with her briefly back and forth. I'm going to have to go back into my DMs and see what's going on, if she's still kicking around. But my main point, not to get sidetracked, is that I've been seeing a ton of artwork for the Walking Dead Summit. And I don't know if it's one person or multiple people who keep like using this fan fiction title, like as if like the series is actually named Walking Dead Summit. It's not. AMC has yet to title this freaking thing. And like they got to do this in the spring. Like, you can't, like, I would say right before Comic-Con, leading up to Comic-Con, if you wanted some type of good marketing strategy, declare the name of this damn series, get people excited, then go into the Comic-Con trailer from whatever's filmed, and then get people even more excited, and then drop some teasers as you go into the fall, and hopefully this thing comes out next spring, a year from now, because I don't know how much more you can delay this freaking thing. I mean, you're talking like a 5-6 year wait at this point from when we saw Rick fly off in that damn helicopter. So, you know, I know I'm getting impatient, but I mean, you know, it's just, it's frustrating. I mean, this is the main guy, and, you know, they had the whole plan for 2023, and now it's like, oh, it's delayed. Like, fucking why? So, I mean, again, if they want to make it perfect or whatever they're doing to just really give it due diligence, and maybe they're going to air the episodes in a different way. I don't know. Maybe they'll do 3 and 3, or who knows? Again, it's only 6. Those 6 episodes will go by like that. That's 6 weeks. I mean, if they have an episode per week, that's literally like a month and a half, and then the show is just this is done. Like what we've been waiting for years. If they do it as a limited series. I'm holding hope that there's multiple seasons of this show. But I don't know if they're going to say, oh, well, we were going to do 3 movies and the 6 episodes equal to 3 movies. So therefore, we kind of did what we promised. So, I mean, I could see that happening, but I'm hoping it doesn't. So, all right. Anyway, I just wanted to make this vlog quick because I just saw it happen. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know how you're feeling about this news. Either the news about Fear the Walking Dead ending with season 8, or the news about the Rick and Michonne series, which is not called Summit, coming out in 2024 instead of this year, which we were all hoping for. So, all right. Thank you guys. Peace out, and I'll see you later.